Can your nose tell you when someone is going to die? Keep your nostrils peeled as we go beyond the 4 senses to the 5th. Smell, 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 smell. I smell dead people. I'm excited to announce that this episode uses smell-o-vision. Smell-o-vision. And you can find your scratch and sniff card in your mailbox now. That's right, go check. It's in there, under all those bills. Under all those bills. Did you look? Not with your eyes, but with your nose. Do you have a nose for trouble? Can you smell when something is rotten in Denmark? Then you may have clairalience. Before you go thinking clairalience is Clairol's new line of alien shampoo, let me remind you, aliens don't have hair. Clairalience, also known as clairolfaction, is the phenomena of psychic smell. Clair as in clear, and aliens as in... who bleeping knows? Psychics, that's who knows. Through the nose. Well, tickle me corrected, because according to Bodhi.app, clairalience derives from the 17th century words clair, clear, and alliance, smelling. Everything sounds so much more romantic and French. I wouldn't know what clear smelling is since COVID, unless it's moist dog feces, fresh from the street to the bottom of my shoe. I can't smell shit. Although weirdly tonight my microphones smell like cologne. Not colon, cologne. Clairalience is one of the clairs. The clairs are your clairvoyance, seeing images or visions. Clairaudience, hearing voices or other stimuli. Clairsentience, feeling all the feels, including those not your own. Claircognizance, psychic intuition or knowing. Clairtangency, aka psychometry, extrasensory touch of objects and people. And bonus round, clairgustance, not a character from Beauty and the Beast, this is psychic taste. And of course, clairalience, psychic schnoz. Of course, psi smell and psi taste are connected. In the same way, you know what that doggy do from under your shoe tastes like without ever having scored a gelato tasting spoon of it. With that fresh horror all up in your clairs, it's time to narrow our nostrils in on the power of psychic smell, which you cannot look up online without seeing hundreds of pictures of women huffing flowers. The only flowers anyone should look that happy snorting are poppies. The carousel.com defines clairalience as an ability to smell fragrance or odor that is being transmitted by the spirit. Each time, the people around cannot usually smell the odor. It can be related to the spirit who is sending the message, such as smelling cigarettes or pipe tobacco for someone who smoked, or the person's favorite perfume. I tend to get a mix of clairgustance and clairalience, where I can taste a food that someone else is eating somewhere. Cheezels, pizza, a cheesy Vegemite scroll. I'm tongue-teased by all these tasty temptresses, and I never know whom is eating them. What are you eating? Is a ghost showing me they died by chowing down and choking on
a succulent Chinese meal?
Or wishful eating? Nostradamus. Clairgustance and clairalience are connected to the throat chakra. That's the blue one in your neck that powers your screams, which is why Gatorade is blue. In the Medium subreddit, a user lamented about her deceased mother-in-law making the house smell of cigarettes. She asked the platform, "Any advice on how to politely ask a ghost not to smoke?" No offense, lady, but F you. After I've kicked the bucket, I'm using it as my ashtray. Not ashtray as in where my ashes will go, but you know what? I don't care. I ain't out to kick the habit, just the bucket. And you breathers can suck it.
Phantom smells.
The smell of smoke seems to be the most common psychic sniffer complaint, but phantom smells can be easily confused with psychic ones. With phantosmia, you smell things that aren't even there. Is it all in your mind or is it all in your nose? This is a common side effect of COVID and long COVID. You may also experience parosmia, which is the loss of smell. Either you're smelling nothing, smelling things that aren't there, or smelling things wrong. Can't get it right. Like when I smell a really sexy Italian man's body odor on a tram and I turn around and it's a nono in a singlet. Every damn time. Smelling burnt toast or burnt rubber can be a warning sign of a temporal lobe seizure, an epilepsy symptom. But if thanks to Ms. Rona you've acquired the ability to think your ship don't sink, I mean, shit don't stink. Sorry, it's too soon for Titanic jokes. Then experts say it may take up to 6 months before you can once more inhale your lover's musk on a bearskin rug by a roaring lion or fireplace. And by the way, it's been more than a year since my last dance with COVID and this thing still doesn't work. I call shenanigans. But I've had COVID twice now and my olfactory function hasn't repaired either time. Once is a shenanigan, twice is a shenanigan again. But please remember, I don't give out medical advice to the living, only those who can't sue me anymore. If you are inclined to take medical advice from me, you may be beyond help, in which case, I should be charging double. That's a shenanigan again.
Famous ghosts.
All these aromatic acrobatics are fun, but what we want to know about is all the famous people. Haunted-Yorkshire.co.uk claims a group in California called the Ghost Hunter of Para-Haunt Research went hunting for Ms. Marilyn Monroe and discovered the scent of roses and disinfectant. Psychic medium for the group of groupies, Mary Simmons, says that the more famous a ghost was in life, the stronger their smell. The bullshit. When seeking out Rebel Without a Seatbelt James Dean, Simmons sniffed out the sexy, manly smell of men's cologne. Is that what's on my microphone? James Dean. Honestly, it sounds like Dean was just promoting his cologne line. Maybe that's the pitch. Smell as sexy as me and the living won't leave you alone. And while on LOL patrol and tracking down the ghost of John Belushi, she was hit with the heavy odour of almonds and chewing gum. Of all the crazy shit Belushi got up to, this may be his wildest. Chewing gum and almonds at the same time? He's an animal. A ghost hunter also told the website that the spirit of King Henry VIII, England's king in the 1500s, smells like burning parchment paper, wax, and his wives. I imagine he didn't really stink of his beheaded exes. For a British website, they're a little lacking in their English.
Individual and animal smell.
So why do individuals have unique, non-physical scent? Think of dogs smelling each other's butts. A collection of glands in the dog's genitals and anus emit all kinds of information to another booper snoot, including their mood, sex, age, and mateability. And just like nosy pooches, humans too carry an idiosyncratic scent. When you die, your smell remains in the brain of those who are close to you. But mostly I just wanted to share this information because the description of butt-sniffing doggos was very amusing to me. Humans have far fewer odoreceptor genes than other mammals or primates. Dogs and cats have been known to sniff out not only cancer, but a seizure, yet to happen. Could this mean animals are far superior at smelling spirits or portents from the future? I hit the streets to find out.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know where I can find some chickens? Right there? Wow. Oh my God. Are you the lizard wizard? Could you tell me why it is considered good luck to break your wishbone? Kiki, could you tell me, were you Abraham Lincoln? I think we have a confirmation.
Excuse me, young lady, you are in the wrong place.
Are you an old soul tadpole? Are you my familiar? The butt has spoken.
Thank you, Ingrid. That was Spare Ingrid on location, speaking to a variety of local animal Australians about their psychic schnoots. If you don't have clear animal sense, you won't understand a word they said. I comprehend them because I'm an empath, and you don't because you're red flags.
It's time for a break. This episode was brought to you by Santa. Who's your daddy? Father Christmas. A big thank you to Santa Colin, who made this episode possible with his very generous gifts. You wouldn't be watching this now if it wasn't for Colin's kindness. If you want to be a dream weaver too, and help me get the tools to make this channel even better, plus get thanked on a video, the Creepo Vision Amazon wish list is in the video description. Remember, a Santa is for life, not just for Christmas.
¿Qué significa?
But what do different smells mean? A user on Reddit wrote, if you smell flowers or roses in a hospital setting, that usually means someone is getting ready to pass over. Or it could be the floral signature of one of your spirit guides. Or the angels are nearby. Or it's Thursday and the bins need to go out. Putrid smells, however, are said to warn you away from negative and demonic energies. Like landlords. Another Redditor reported smelling breast milk, which reminds me, you can watch the video about the groom getting busted breastfeeding on his wedding day right here. It went viral and no disinfectant can remove how dirty I feel. The consensus of the kook seems to be that smelling phantom smells is receiving messages from phantoms, that they're watching over you, yes, specifically you, trying to get your attention or maybe twerking randomly in your aura. I'm not going to bother trying to twerk. I am very white. I know what you're thinking. I can sense it from you. You're skeptical. I have concerns as well, but mostly about whether the mold in my apartment is going to kill me. What troubles me about psychic smellers is their lack of proof. You can test technical remote viewing, the latest fad for those wacky Soviets in the American Pie CIA in the swinging 60s. And you can test clairvoyance. What card am I holding up? Ace of spades, you say? God, you're good. So if telepathy can be tested, why hasn't anyone scientifically examined olfactory omniscience?
Gotcha nose.
Now I'd like to know, have you ever caught a whiff of a ghost or received messages through inexplicable scents? If so, rub your armpit on the screen to communicate via olfaction now. Do it in front of a friend. If they laugh at you, it means it's working. Or if analog armpits are so 1500s Henry VIII executing his wives for not birthing him a bouncing baby bloke, comment under this video on YouTube or wherever else you're freebasing it. The truth is, you are the future, and only you can make this show grow. So share it with one friend, the friend who laughed at you for rubbing your armpit on your phone screen. If you have two friends, share half with one and half with the other. Hit your nose on that thumbs up. Be sure to psychically subscribe. Ring-a-ding that notification bell. And till next time,
I'll smell you in hell.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you.
A succulent Chinese meal.